So today's topic is about confusions and conflicts. Now, we can divide this category into many further categories and subcategories and all of that. But in a nutshell, generally, we either regret some of our past decisions or confusions that keep us in the loop, or there is a concern for the future, whether it is about a future decision to make, whether I should do this or that, and if I do this, then what would be the consequences, and so on and so forth. So, with respect to the past confusions or past conflicts that keep us in that space, the fact of the matter is that it is done with. It is in the past. And the more we stay in the loop of its regret, or judging ourselves for it, or self-criticizing, or even guilting ourselves for it, or drawing an inference about our characteristic about it, ironically, we further magnify that same belief. So if by taking a wrong decision or a so-called wrong decision in the past, you formed an opinion about yourself that, oh God, I don't think I'm capable of taking important decisions in life. Now, what that belief does is that it further, in fact, proves to you that, yeah, okay, you can't take a decision in life. And now all the further decisions you take will start backfiring for you in your space. And that will further reiterate your belief that, okay, see, I can't take a decision in my space. So that's one kind of a conflicted space from the past that we keep having. And then there are, of course, the future concerns, which I think maybe most of us relate to or are in a space of at times, as to whether we should do this, whether we should do that. Oh, I'm so confused. I feel stuck, and so on and so forth. Now, generally, confusions and conflicts arise due to a fear. This could be a fear of taking a decision and sticking to it, or a fear of consequences. That if I take this decision, what could the consequence be? Fear of not meeting others' expectations, not meeting your own expectations. Fear of it having, fear of others judging you for it. Yeah. Or sometimes we're unable to take decisions, or we want to stay in the space of confusion and conflict because we don't want to take that risk. We don't want to take a chance. We don't want to take a leap. Because what will happen if I do take that leap? Maybe I'm not able to do it. What if I fail? If I fail, to do anything about it? Yeah. So. So generally, there is either a fear or there is a want to not take a chance, or then there is a third aspect where you're generally in the fear of the unknown, of the future. That even if I know that I'm stuck, like I've always given this example of being stuck in the backwaters, at least this backwater area is tiny, it's familiar, so I'd rather be stuck here than go into the mainstream where I don't know where there is a rock, where the bank turns to the right or to the left, and I might just hit something. So broadly, this is where we float, and there is an inability to take a decision, and we kind of get stuck in a confused or a stuck space. Ironically, everything that we run away from because of that confusion, or if we take a decision, what's going to happen? Ironically, that anyway comes to us. So if you are running away from disappointing others by taking a certain decision, invariably you will attract something or the other that will. If you are scared that I might take, or there is a fear of consequence, life will give you a consequence that you feel you may not be able to handle. So the thing is, whatever you're running away from, which is keeping you in that space of confusion or conflict, is something you will anyway manifest, because by now all of us understand that we can't run away from experiences. And there is a larger plan in place. If there is an overall set of experiences we are meant to go through, we will, irrespective of choice A or choice B. So why not just embrace whatever is coming to us in our space, take that decision and move ahead. If it calls for a certain experience, whether it is a so-called positive or a so-called negative, the moment we embrace it, acknowledge it, it anyway starts to move. But choosing to stay stuck, or choosing to stay in a confused space, or choosing to stay or play the confused one, is actually keeping you in that loop a lot longer. Okay, and so when we start working on the emotional charges related to being or taking a decision, so to say, when we start working with those fears, the problem is not that clarity will not prevail. Sometimes the problem is that clarity does prevail and you don't want to act on it. There is a resistance to shift. But just know, everything that you are resisting is going to persist in the space. So might as well go ahead and do it. Because the moment you go ahead and do it, the resistance goes away and the experience starts to shift. Yeah, so let's begin with the emotional charges that we feel with respect to our confusions, our conflicts, certain decisions that we want to take but we are not able to take. You can start typing them down in the chat box and we will address them one by one. And then let's see how clear we feel in our space once the emotional charges begin to subside. Yeah? Alright. So let's begin with chanting. My confusions are my soul's love. 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 My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My need to stay confused is my soul's love. My fear of consequences 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 is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My fear of taking the wrong decision is my soul's love. My inability to forgive myself for past decisions is my soul's love. My inability to forgive myself past decisions is my soul's love. My inability to forgive myself for past decisions is my soul's love. My inability to forgive myself for past decisions is my soul's love. My inability to forgive myself for past decisions is my soul's love. Feeling overwhelmed with choices and decisions is my soul's love. Feeling overwhelmed with choices and decisions is my soul's love. Feeling overwhelmed with choices and decisions is my soul's love. Feeling overwhelmed with choices and decisions is my soul's love. Feeling overwhelmed with choices and decisions is my soul's love. This illusion of choice is my soul's love. This illusion of choice is my soul's love. 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 My fear of judgments 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 is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. My fear of being judged is my soul's love. Rejection of self 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 is my soul's love. Rejection of my experiences 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 is my soul's love. Fear of blame game 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 is my soul's love. soul's love. My need for approval is my 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 soul's love. Lack of courage 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 is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My need to be stuck with past negativity is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. My dependency on others to clear my confusions is my soul's love. Just take a few deep breaths. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Begin to release these charges that may have surfaced up, that prevent you from gaining clarity. How does that feel now? How's everyone feeling? Okay, so I have a yawn here. Yawning, okay. Are there any unsettled feelings still? Light, but throat is not yet cleared completely. Okay. Too sleepy. Okay. Okay. So, embracing and acknowledging the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring. Okay, let's say honoring. The experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. Embracing and honoring the experiences that I'm meant to go through is my soul's love. My past guilts are 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 my soul's love. My past regrets 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 are my soul's love. My past judgments 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 are my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs about an undue sense of responsibility are my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs about an undue sense of responsibility are my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs about an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My borrowed beliefs creating an undue sense of responsibility is my soul's love. My need for perfection 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 is my soul's love. My need for stability 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 is my soul's love. My stored anger 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 is my soul's love. My need to procrastinate 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 is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of losing out is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. My fear of starting from scratch is my soul's love. lack of focus is my soul's love. My 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 inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. My inability to contribute all that I meant to contribute is my soul's love. Just take a few deep breaths here. And in this space, just ask yourself, what is that experience that I'm meant to go through? What is that experience that I am meant to go through? What is that experience that I am meant to go through? We're not asking about what you're meant to do. We're asking about the experience underlying it. When you align yourself to that experience, whatever decision you make is going to be okay. Disciplined life, okay? Okay, lovely. Yeah, so each one of you will have your own answers. In this space, with minimal charge, ask for clarity of experience. Not clarity of things to do, but clarity of the experience underlying it. And check how the activities in your life or your decisions can align to that experience. so much responsibility for your decisions. Ultimately, everything that you're meant to experience is going to come one way or the other. So might as well just embrace, move ahead, take the decision that feels most apt in the here and now. And finish that experience. Find completion in that experience. Okay, so the affirmation, final affirmation. I open myself up to seeing the bigger picture. I open myself up to embracing the bigger picture. I open myself up to embracing the